Hi, my beautiful soul tribe. So lovely to have you guys here with me. I can feel your gorgeous energy, and thank you for your comments as well. So, we are in preparation mode for the exciting eclipses that are about to come over the next coming weeks. So, today I'm going to talk about some of the astrology for this week. This would be like our last week to get prepared energetically and alignment wise to step into the visions of the seeds that we're planting. So let me grab a drink and I will show you what potion, what crystal to work with. And so lovely to see many of you here. And also, I want to say, been so busy doing new practice and learning some new things that I will incorporate, I guess, over the next coming months. But yeah, so this is why I'm a day late. But I thought, you know what? I still wanted to hang out live with you guys. I didn't want to film and put something up early. I just really felt that call to have us in this space together. So I just want to say thank you for those of you that are joining us live and watching on the replay as well. Okay, so for this week, the potion would be cleansing vibes. I release what no longer serves me is the affirmation that goes with cleansing vibes. And this is a beautiful calming blend as well. So let me just pop that up on the screen for those that haven't seen this. So we have the bundle is the best way to be able to get all of the different potions so that each month you can work with different things that you're wanting to manifest or things that you're wanting to do vision quests or, you know, some dream work around or even calling your power back. I think when we get to eclipse season, I'm going to be using I Am That Witch. And we will have towards the end of the month, you'll see the new moon, which will be for September. This is the August one that we had. And we did, I'm trying to think of everything what we did. We did some releasing of old fears, habits, belief, emotion type work. We did some pranic healing. We also did meditation and shifting into the new identity as well. So I really cater it depending on like what season we're in astrologically and what's happening. You can see that there's all the past events too. So when you buy even just a single potion, you actually get sent an invite to join our new moon events. And you receive each of the videos so that you can go back and do each of the individual meditations that I create specifically around shifting things for these astrological combinations. And I also have a new session up too. Well, it's not new, it's an older one that I've brought back. So we now have the Psychic Tarot's couple sessions. So the discount code on the screen running along the bottom, the discount code is LOVE, and that will save 10% on a couple session. And I still have the normal readings too. So I'm looking forward to reading for more couples because I have been lately and it's been so lovely. And also, if you haven't already, go and check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. All of them are up. There was a general theme across all 12 signs, which was heavily focused on relationships. So you might even find leading up to this eclipse that you're working with purging things, letting go of things, kind of like affirming and designing what it is that you want in relationships. And it doesn't just have to be romantic relationships either. It also is relationship to self. And we have this coming out tomorrow. So please hit that notification bell. This is going to be so much fun with Yana. And if you guys caught the last show that we did, we talked about numerology. We talked about the soul imprint that comes with the name and with the birth date and the astrology. So this is going to be jam-packed full of information and personal experiences. And yeah, it'll be an exciting one. And we would love to hear your questions too. Oh, thank you, Emma. That's so sweet. Just seeing everyone that's come. It's like we have like a little get together. And I do feel to run a meditation and some healing work soon. Please drop me a purple heart if that's something that you really feel aligned to doing. I just feel like we need to come together in a space. Even though I do the new moon events, I'm feeling to do something for our wider community just to hold energy. And yeah, just let me know. Okay, so the crystal for this month, for this week is ametrine. And this one is a little generator point. Oh, cool, Christian. That'll be fun to have you there. And Ken. So with ametrine, this is helping us to connect on a psychic and on a soul level to that higher space, working with crown chakra, working with the Ajna chakra, the third eye. But it also helps us to connect into solar plexus energy as well. So if we're thinking about working with seed planting, we're working with cleansing vibes to help purge, to help let go of things. But we're working with ametrine. Oh, we're going to have quite the beautiful experience with all of you. I can't wait. So if we're thinking about the creation of working with these upper chakras and working with solar plexus energy together, we're really helping to pull down our dreams into physical manifestation. And we're using that beautiful solar plexus, that will energy to do so. And then we just have to keep dropping it in, holding that spiritual idea, that vision, tapping into the emotion, into the feeling. It's like we're densifying our dreams and our visions as well. So let me know if that's maybe something you guys want to work with when we do a meditation, and I will write one specifically. So pop in the chat below. Let me know if it's things that you've been working with specifically around potions or around manifestation, and I will try and cater the meditation to the popular thing that everyone's working with. Hey, Amy, lovely to have you here. We've got Larry here and Becca. Yeah, me too. Isn't it just such a gorgeous energy? As well as pink amethyst and gray amethyst. There's so many different types of amethyst, even green amethyst. I can see Lorianne says, I have an amethyst ring, and purple is really nice. It definitely is. Okay, so let's have a look into some of the astrology for this week. For those of you just joining us, we are preparing for eclipse season as well. So this week will bring a mix of reflection and fresh insight. This week begins with Saturn moving back into Pisces on September 1st. So we've just had that. And this week will begin inviting us to revisit lessons that we may have skipped over or only half learned since the first visit, which was back in March of 2023. So really reflect on what was coming up for you guys March of 2023 and around that period of time. I know it's like a little bit to look back into, but perhaps even going back into like your social media or back into emails or, old messages, maybe type in March 2023, see what comes up, and it might give you a refresher on what it was that you're walking through at that particular point in time. So there's a sense of tying up loose ends, but it's also about staying open to the shift that we're about to go through with the eclipse. So we have the Capricorn moon, which will be a little bit earlier in the week, which will help us to stay steady, to stay focused, to sort of stay undistracted on task. And this will set the tone as well for the lunar eclipse, which will be in the next reading. So that will be on the 7th if you're in the States or Northern Hemisphere, and it will be on the 8th if you're in the Southern Hemisphere like myself. So working on tying loose ends up, working on reflections of past, what is the universe trying to speak to us? And by Friday, we will have the moon enter Aquarius, which will help to create deeper conversations or bring in deeper conversations. So it could be people, bringing up synchronicities, asking questions, or it might even be deeper conversations and reflections within on those patterns that we were talking about too. But it is all designed to propel us further forward with this eclipse. So if we think about it like a current of water, we can be swimming, trying to stay back in the past, trying to stay in our old wounds, trying to stay in our old patterns. We also are being moved at the same time and gently kind of pushed and ushered, is the vision that I'm receiving from spirit with this. So we do need to let go and let things wash and cleanse and permeate through us to release. Yeah, we have, so this will also spark unexpected ideas. Do note as well that sometimes when we have unexpected ideas come up as well. Hey, Cheryl, lovely to have you here. And I love it how you guys all send love to each other. You can really feel that. So when we look into receiving unexpected ideas, if we look into the way that we receive ideas from God, from higher self, from the universe, of source energy, it really comes through with a sense of inspiration of wanting to do something now. So this is the sort of thing that I want you guys to be on the lookout for. It's not ideas that are generated from our own mental energy. We might receive like a mental intuition or sort of like a synchronicity around it, but it's those ones that feel like they just drop into your lap and you feel a charge around it. These are sometimes when we go with that, the flow increases with manifestation. And I can feel the energy just talking about it. So I feel you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me see what else I've written. So we also will have Uranus station retrograde on the 6th. And that will be, I think, on, what day are we? So it will be on Sunday. And this will be urging us to pause and reflect on how much we've evolved. So the week will close with the moon slipping into Pisces, which will help to sort of soften things again. It will remind us to trust our intuition so that we can continue on this journey of transformation. And I think you guys are all pretty good at that. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, so I've just written a little bit to do with the full moon lunar eclipse to give you a taste of what it is that we're preparing for, because we want to know what to wear for the party. So we will have the full moon lunar eclipse, which will be on Pisces. That will be September 7th if you are in Northern Hemisphere, and on the 8th if you're in Southern Hemisphere. So this eclipse will feel like where we're really kind of like breathing everything out. It's almost like a moment of kind of like emptying. It brings closure energy, it brings healing. So if you are feeling to do a lot of meditation leading up to this, you might notice different thoughts and different things coming into your awareness, just gently releasing, dissolving, decreating, letting go of any strings of attachment or dissolving any thought forms, things that no longer serve you. And with this eclipse, it'll invite us to let go of that heavy weight energy. And it also invites us to trust that what we're leaving behind is making way for something much kinder, much softer, much wiser, and things that are more aligned. So just as I said with that flow with the gentle river, that Spirit was showing me that vision. So we're also dissolving old patterns and old karmic threads, as I was saying too, and loosening those threads. So sometimes we're not in a situation of where we can totally block or totally sever things, but just loosening the hold that it also has over you. Oh, thank you, Emma. And oh, thank you for the reminder. Yes. So leading up to that, I do have a playlist of meditations on my channel as well. So that is great preparation leading up to, there's an alchemy identity shifting one. So that one would be a really good one. And definitely pay attention to your dreams. I like it when you guys mention your dreams too. It's really cool. And yeah, it's all about taking in and riding with these frequencies that we have. And yeah, September is going to be pretty intense, but it's happening for us, not to us, as we say. So with this full moon lunar eclipse energy as well, it is dissolving those old patterns, but this is also helping us to free up space to really bring through more around our intuition. And it's going to enhance our soul memory, our psychic bond, our psychic connection to self. So you may experience, as we talked about the other week on the show with Barry, more precog type stuff, more kind of like memories or experiences, more telekinesis. Oh, I have to share a cool story with you in regards to this. So the other day I was laying in bed with my partner and I'm like, oh my gosh, living in Melbourne, it gets cold. So I had the heater on right next to my bed and, oh, Lorianne, oh, thank you. So anyway, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's too hot. It's so hot. And I said, I need to turn the heater off. It's really, really hot. All of a sudden, the fan that's on the roof above it starts spinning round. Our fan has not worked for weeks. And my partner's like, oh my gosh, you just fixed the fan. Because this is the second time in this house that I fixed a fan that wasn't working. And I don't usually get hot, so it's kind of ironic that I'm the one to fix it. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I was able to work with the energy too and able to generate the speed of the fan to speed up, and then it just kicked into back to normal. So I just want to let you know that things like this are changing. We are able to create things, and just look for it. Look for moments of like synchronicity, telepathy, lights and things that are being affected by things. And yeah, definitely energetically. And what I felt was my energy of feeling like overwhelmingly hot push out to I guess, wanting to create coolness. It's like, I need to get cool. Yeah, how funny. I love that, Emma. And I know in New Zealand it's similar. We have the dad jokes over here. That is a cool dad joke. So yeah, thinking about this in the lead up to the lunar eclipses, this is a little bit of our X-Men like abilities that are coming back online as we're walking through these eclipses. So I want you to also hold a vision of what do your gifts and abilities look like on the other side of this eclipse, because it really is connected with tapping us into our psychic intuition as well. I think it was Pisces energy. I forgot to write that down, but I'm pretty sure it was Pisces energy with the first one. And then we're going to be grounding and getting really organized with it with the second one. So anyway, with this could also be emotions running high around the time of eclipse. So don't let things distract you. Stay very on point, knowing what it is that you want to create, and come together in that deeper sense of love for yourself and for others, because we also want to send healing energy out to other people as well. Yeah, it's Virgo for the second, definitely. Thank you for that, Christian. And Pisces, oh good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Pisces. Okay, cool. And yeah, I have had some experiences where a lot of lights go out. So we just want to make sure that we're being safe in case anyone's plugged into machines and things too. How funny, because I hadn't even told the story yet. You're so in sync. Okay, so let's have a look into the cards and see what Spirit is giving us for this week. And that is interesting. I would love to hear in the chat what Lorianne's asking. Anyone else getting ready to feel like they're going to levitate? I know in meditation, sometimes it'll feel like that. I just saw the card of change. And yeah, share with me in the chat, guys. I really would love to go deeper in this conversation around gifts and abilities. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to share, that same night, so I got home and my partner and his friend were there, got out of the car, this beautiful golden orb UFO with a pink radiant aura was actually flying very low over our heads. And when I mean low, it's like lower than what a plane would fly, much lower than what a satellite would be. And it just had this beautiful sort of gliding effect, but it did move like off trajectory a little bit. And with that, you could feel this amazing spiritual family connection. So with that, it was really funny because they're there going, oh no, it's a plane. I'm like, where are the guiding lights? You know, if it's a plane. And then one of them got up the app and it's like, oh, it's not on the map. It's not a plane. So, you know, we are going to be with working with your own energy, working with meditation, working with your aura specifically as well, you are going to attract amazing spiritual experiences like this. And yeah. Okay. So Jody B, Lorianne, that's funny. I saw myself in meditation. I was levitating in a past life. Yeah. I had it in a dream last week. I think it was like a levitation type dream. So Emma's saying, I heard 3 of our lovely soul tribes speaking in my sleep last night. That is awesome. And Larry saying, I cleaned out the water fountain without filling it up. I was thinking of my bird friends, and the next morning the fountain was filled with water. Amazing. And that's cool. That's like reality bending, isn't it? And Lorianne saying, in prayer and meditation, I feel light, almost nothing under my feet, and lean forward but catch myself before it happens. Oh, you're almost at that moment of liftoff. Awesome. Okay, very cool. Thank you for sharing your experiences, guys. All right, let's look into this week to do with astrology. Okay, so we've got 5 cards. And as you can see, I've just got them face down and we'll flip them over in a moment. Let's just feel into the energy. So the first word that I hear Spirit say is pulse. And I'm getting what looks to be like this. And then I'm hearing the word quickening as we get to, I'm being shown around Wednesday, stepping into Thursday. I would say that's our Aussie Thursday, your Wednesday evening, but there's like a quickening of pulse. I do feel like this is a Schumann resonance frequency, and I'm hearing like a corresponding beep, beep, beep that's going with this. So I do feel there's an uptake of vibration and pulsing that we're to be aware of. So with this too, to know that different emotions and different things can also be stirred up by this. So we need to maintain sort of like a set resonance point. And I just got like it was almost like a little electrode spark of electricity into my heart as well. So just notice to keep like that center in your meditation, even if things are feeling a little bit crazy, a little bit more energetic or chaotic around you. Let's flip these cards over. But before I do that, they're asking me to have a look more towards the end of the week. It's almost like we're sort of reaching a stillness that they're wanting us to come into, and a sense of clarity, a sense of purpose. And the words that Spirit is giving me is a sense of the divine spark within us when we come towards, they keep showing me what looks to be like a diving board and a pool. And this is about sort of like diving into like a deeper creation of our consciousness. So if we're looking at the water in the pool representing our thoughts and what we're creating in the quantum, this is about us sort of diving into it when an eclipse season is coming. So let me flip these over. Oh, we've got gorgeous Lynn here. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay, so the cards that we have, and this is really interesting. So what we're seeing is an Eight of Swords. So we really need to free ourselves from stories from the past, different things that we might be. Oh, do we have some fairies here? Awesome. Gonna have to watch. Oh yeah, today. Sorry, it is. I've got my alarm set, don't worry. So Eight of Swords, we have Gemini energy and we have Jupiter energy. So with this, if we think about us walking through life and we're blindfolded and we're kind of tied up in these ropes, and all we can sort of sense is our own body and maybe the water and the earth underneath our feet. And we get a sense of a castle that's off in the distance, which represents our higher desires, but it feels so hard. How do we get there when we're being held back or we're feeling really restricted? So that's the energy of Eight of Swords. So it's to know that there is a wider version of reality, that it exists beyond that. But right now we're caught in limitation. We're caught in interference. So really super important to do the cleansing leading up to the eclipse. So whether this is cleansing and salt baths, thank you. Thank you for the reminder, Lorianne. Let's see, remind me at the end. So yeah, with this energy, doing the cleansing, doing the purging, and we then have the Princess of Cups. So this crystalline energy that we see at the top of her crown with the beautiful swan, this is about us being in this beautiful state of receivership and in this space of the heart in order to bring this through into our reality. So we see the intuition, we see the moon card with this. This is about bringing things forth that maybe we've kind of felt. And this is also, I'm hearing Spirit say the word gateway. So this is about us tapping into our gateway, our consciousness. The other thing that I keep getting shown the vision of is activating the pineal and the crystals in the ears with that too. And that's Spirit's, they always call that for me the gateway. But yes, super, super important. Any like listening to the Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sebaoth, that Hebrew prayer, the Holy, Holy, lights prayer that helps to connect and to clear and purge your space, maybe listening to some ohms and things too, doing a salt bath or a salt shower to really help to cleanse off any negative energy as well. And we then have the Knight of Disc. So we are preparing for more emotion to come up right before this eclipse point, because this is sort of like the snapshot. So I don't feel like it's going to be like, oh, we just cleanse and that's it, we're on our merry way to manifesting. This is more kind of like, okay, this is a journey this week with the Knight of Disc. We're going to move a little bit at a time. Eight of Cups, we're being called later to let go of emotions and things that are no longer serving us. So we're letting go of mental ideas and thoughts and different thought forms and things that have been created. By the end of the week, this is also about releasing the emotions. And if we think about that, you know, thoughts and emotions and the way that in which things really create and the way that things will sort of be jammed or blocked up too. If we think about this being stagnant water, it's Pisces and Saturn energy. We see that it's disconnected from source, disconnected from higher self. There's no flow. So we want to open up that channel. We want to open up that flow. And we graduate into Nine of Cups energy as well. once we finish the purging and things, you know, for 8 of Cups. And for me, 8 of Cups is like the things that are heavy and weighing us down emotionally, energetically, vibrationally too. So definitely keep a week of purging. I just also get the sense with this that it's like you guys are doing the great job, but just watch out for people that are emotionally jumping on you or us, I should say. So let's get some tarot from the Star Tarot to go with this. Look at this. Just saw this when I held it up on the screen. We've got the World card. So this is one cycle closing so that we can be on this path of transformation. And if we look at it in the Thoth deck too, it is this energy of trying not to control the past and the release. It is about going with that flow of water, the vision that Spirit gave us before. But we need to conceptualize, we need to have a clear vision of where it is that we're heading, not just sort of float around, you know, willy-nilly. So let's have a look what comes up. My little alarm might go off on my phone soon, guys. Let me just switch this off. Just reminding me that I have to prepare for clients. Okay. And I do have a couple of spots. If you guys want to look in the calendar, if there's any days that synchronize with you, I do have a few spots available for this week. So this is a great week to actually get a reading to really like help define and finish things off and know exactly where you're going for the week ahead. So our advice that we have from Spirit, it really is to release the old, to come into like a clearer vision. And we've got the card of peace, 2 of Swords. So this is about not letting our 3D senses or our mental mind limit us. This is about creating from the heart as well. Oh, Emma, that's a beautiful point. So past life buried emotions are seeping out. They need to move out and to release. This is so true. So we also see that in the cards. And someone said before, what was it? Telepathy. I saw a comment. Oh, here it is. Lorianne saying, yes, Jody, we are telepathic in this group. That's what I'm feeling, because I know you guys feel into some of these cards before they come up. So yeah, with the 5 of Wands, again, watching out for interference, watching out. And thank you for the little love hearts and the little cat symbols and that. They're so cute. So what we're sort of seeing, this is about staying in a point of peace, even if people are coming to shake, coming to push you. And I'm not talking physically, get out of that situation if that's happening, but I'm talking about energetically. There's things that are trying to disturb from peace. So a lot of the time, this can be people that have entities or have attachments. It's not necessarily someone just trying to like, you know, disturb you for like a dopamine fix, even though that is sometimes connected. So 5 of Wands, this is strife, this is interference. It's Saturn energy too. So it might also be about people, you know, trying to control. We have the King of Swords and the Magician. So Spirit's message and advice, King of Swords, we need to make ourselves louder and stronger, take action. And with the Magician energy, this is sort of like that pinnacle end point of bringing things into fruition. It's perfectly balanced with earth, air, fire, and water. In the Thoth deck, the Magnus looks like he's floating. He's got the caduceus above his head. He's floating in the matrix, drawing and magnetizing things to him. So it's not to have to be in this state of having it all figured out by the end of the week, is what Spirit's saying to us, but no, to protect your peace at all cost. And yeah, with this, we may even see more kind of electrical things, more connection with UFOs, telepathy, things of this sort of nature. So really pay attention to that. I will go to the Mythios deck to get a little bit further advice around this. We have the adjustment card, the card of the Fool. I'm feeling this is coming out after the eclipse. This is the way Spirit's presenting the energy. And we have 7 of Wands, and we also have King of Swords again. So it does feel like, and this is Libra energy. So the Justice card in the other deck is also called adjustment. For me, this is going from 3D, walking into like 4D, 5D, working up those little steps, ascension-wise. And, oh, Gisela, sending you love. Yes. So it does feel like with a lot of my clients at the moment that I'm reading for in personal readings as well, this is also coming up. So with this card, we have the Fool card. which for me, it's not always about sort of like having to step foot on a journey. For me, I always get a sense, and maybe it's working with the Alice deck too, there's this sense of going down the rabbit hole. And with this, you know, they talk about naivety that comes with the Fool card. And if we look to one of the beautiful signs in Vedic astrology, which is Rohini, this is the beautiful goddess. And with this, Alice would be her archetype. So I always associate this with the Fool card, this vision. So it's sort of like where we're emptying ourselves out, but we're trusting that the universe is leading us to different things. What we have to be conscious and aware of as well is that we don't tap into things that we've already explored in the past. So say we've got a chocolate, vanilla, and a strawberry cupcake in front of us. If we've had the chocolate cupcake, maybe I'll switch it. I love chocolate. Okay, if we've got the strawberry cupcake there, and we know that it gives us a stomachache every time we buy it or bite into it, is that wise to go down that same path? And sometimes with the Fool energy, it's about like listening to your inner consciousness, your inner thoughts. And that's the way that we can avoid some of these mistakes. So with this, do be conscious and aware of stepping into patterns or stepping into that Five of Wands energy, where it's people laying out like little honey traps for you. So say, for example, if it's in a workplace, or if it's in like a partnership or family situation, and you notice that people are baiting you, just to like, whether it's to excuse yourself or go, oh, I've got to go to the bathroom, whatever it is, it's to like break that cycle, break that pattern. Be aware of biting into that strawberry cupcake and knowing that it gives you a bellyache. You know, you might want to try the chocolate or the vanilla. Hopefully that all makes sense and translates. But we do have this Emperor energy. So there is a graduation that Spirit is moving us towards. And the Emperor has this ability to see how everything sort of works and fits in the matrix. If we talk about it in a certain way that our soul tribe works with, it's 5D chess. So don't play the 3D chess where you can predict someone's like action or reaction. You know, we've got to think in a higher form of this. So 7 of Wands, and let me grab my little wand to demonstrate. 7 of Wands is where we're in this space of having to sort of like be on kind of like defensive or like offensive, I would say more. So we don't want to have to do that over and over again. So King of Swords, there may be things that you can say of, you know what, I just don't want to engage in this right now, or I'd like to shift into a positive or productive way of speaking and communicating. So overall, when we look at the energies for the week, we're breaking free from old unproductive mindsets, old emotions and patterns and things that are weighing us down. We're shifting out of being baited or kind of like honey trapped for staying in a lower frequency and vibration. This is about building your frequency and vibration. So do the baths, do the energy clearing as well. Let me just see. Oh, okay. Just, yeah, good point. Refuse to be baited and walk away from it. And it sounds like a few people might be going through, I saw Emma saying about like feeling hot as well. Yeah, I was feeling the same too. That other night when it was like crazy, I'm like, okay, this is not hormonal or anything. There's a lot of energy too. Oh, there it is. Ken was saying like waking up sweating. Yeah, interesting. And Michelle. So this one is a general reading. So if you have missed it, come back to watch the energies for the week. So we're just finishing up. And oh, that's right. We did talk about also doing some light language. And I can hear a plane fly over right at that particular point. It's really low jet. So let's have a look at the Oracle card, and then we will do some light language to finish on as well. And if you guys do want to go personal and more detailed in a one-on-one reading, hey, Tim, lovely to have you here. You work so hard. Been enjoying seeing some of your videos on Instagram too. So let's have a look. We've got the Frida deck. So we'll get a message for our beautiful soul tribe and the collective. And we have this beautiful Frida card. If you need to repair something, use gold and be creative. See the value in mending. So I would say with this, that there are certain things that you can patch up. And it's interesting because we had the 8 of Cups energy, which has the cracked cups. And I forget the Japanese name, but it is a particular practice where if you crack something like a piece of pottery or, a teapot or cups, they do glue it and then they paint gold in the cracks. So it's showing beauty on the repair. So have a look at that with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself this week. Have a look at your strengths and how much you've grown. Remembering that astrology is asking us to look back to March of 2023 as well. So I also want you to look into how much you've grown in a beautiful leap and faith. Okay, so let's do a little bit of light language to end on, and then I will give a translation as well. All right, so just getting comfy, whether you want to lay down or sit up, that is totally up to you. Just tuning out from any distractions. And just sitting with palms facing up in beautiful receiving mode. And just sensing that beautiful connection that you have above your head to source and to higher self as well. Just breathing in and hold. Exhaling, releasing all the way out. Breathing in and hold. I can feel our gorgeous soul tribe like sitting in a circle. And just exhaling all the way out. And one more in. Breathing all the way in. And hold. Exhaling all the way out. Mialana loko ale sanare de hartola. Iashalana tola kahana hartikar. Miasalano halakarian tanartokoye. Iashalana takalo hatur. Iashalana takalo na hatarana. Miasalana tolo kaya no hartakaye. Iashalana dalo kaya nartakaya yara. Miasalana takalo na hate. Ianarata la koyala takia. Iashalanara tokola no tokosi. Miasalanara takala tokoya. Ayo lokai. Miasalanato lukoyarana. Iarlo sholo na kiayaratea. Miasalanato la kayarna. So the beautiful vision that I saw with that was all of us together, almost like a graduation class. I saw this beautiful golden, what I would say is more like a castle, but a temple. So if we imagine kind of like a Hogwarts, Harry Potter situation, and a lot of us sitting there waiting for graduation, I felt like there was a very ceremonial kind of event. And I feel like what I kept seeing presented to each of us was like our mission or our gift going out into the world. So just as like when you graduate from college, it's now this next stage of taking that out into the world. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. So what I'm seeing is that our soul tribe, this is about grounding into our earth reality, our gifts and what we're supposed to be doing on a soul level. We're in this graduation phase and stage right now. So take your gifts out into the world with full confidence. And this is all about us doing it together too. You're not alone in this. So if you need any support, we have a beautiful soul tribe here. We've got myself, we've got Jake as well with the hypnosis, and we've got many others. Emma's a gorgeous astrologer too, as is Corbin. And yeah, we're in graduation mode is what I'm seeing from a spiritual and a psychic clairvoyant point of view. So thank you so much for being with me tonight. Anything that you need is in the description box below. I love you all. And thank you so much for sharing your gorgeous energy in this beautiful circle that we have. All right, guys, I'll see you at eclipse time. Let's get ready.